Hey, this is Dan, just jumping on to let you know we're doing another trending topic today. It has been a hellish week for Jermaine Jenas, sacked by the BBC, and it gets worse by the day. Jermaine Jenas, no matter what you may think of him, is a bit like Marmite. You either like him or hate him. But for all of that, what did he really do that was so bad? So, let's look at what the BBC did. The BBC fired Jenas, but before they did, they got onto Jenas' agent and told him through an email that he has to let Jenas go if he wants to preserve his own gigs for the future. That ultimately means that if he has clients on his books, which his agent has, he would only get work if he fired Jermaine Jenas. And guess what he did? He towed the party line. He fired Jenas and he was gone. And also, so much for representing your client. What did Jenas' agent do? Kicked him to the curb, a bit like the BBC. So, we have two sets of standards. The BBC on one hand want to uphold justice in their eyes, and they want to remain squeaky clean. How do they do that? They fired Jenas, but yet the Hugh Edwards and the Jimmy Saviles went unpunished for so long. But of course, they're still paying Hugh Edwards, and that is for another day. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Jenas has been well and truly thrown under the bus. And you can figure it out for yourself. Jenas has nobody to represent him. His agent has ditched him. The BBC has ditched him. The only one to stand by him was his employers at TNT, and that has to be a good thing. Regardless of what anyone says, Jenas deserves a second chance. What he did was not a sackable offence. But what is totally wrong is what the BBC and Jenas' agent did. They both kicked him to the curb and without any justification. No matter what you say about the BBC, you would have thought at the very least Jenas' agent would have some bit of appreciation for his client. So what did Jenas do? Well, he's a big music fan and he likes Billy Ocean, which is apt because Billy Ocean's biggest hit, "When the Going Gets Tough, the Tough Get Going." And Jenas is no slouch. He lawyered up and he's ready to clear his name against the BBC, and also he has been treated despicably by his agent, who cared only about number one, himself, and didn't care a jot about his client, Jenas. So when the BBC sent that internal memo to Jermaine Jenas' agent, he was told, in no uncertain terms, that none of his roster of talent would be allowed on the BBC unless he got rid of Jermaine Jenas. And guess what? He bowed to the pressure and did just that. For an agent to do that is just despicable. You just can't get any lower than that. Two things come to mind. No matter what you may think of Jermaine Jenas, he has been treated harshly. What he did perhaps was wrong, but it didn't deserve for him to be sacked by both the BBC and by his despicable agent. And remember, two things linked the BBC and Jermaine Jenas: the Boomtown Rats. Clearly they're both fans of the Irish band's music, because at the end of the day, both were looking after number one. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you like what you see in this video. Also, do comment. It helps reach more people. That's it for now. I'm Dan. We'll catch you next time.